In the previous lecture, we understand how to make this first section of this website. Let's take a look at how we can create this second section. Inside this section, I'm going to create the latest post. Here we have different posts of the blog. You can notice. I'm using here grid to create these 3 columns and make it completely responsive using Tailwind CSS. So I'm going to just back to my website. Let me just close these files. And I'm going to create a new file inside a component right here. Inside this component folder, I'm going to create a new file and I'm going to name it section2.js. As you know, this is the first section and now we are creating this second section. So inside this section 2, let me first create a React functional component and get rid of this first import statement. And now let me save this back to the index.js. And here we need to add that section. So I'm going to say import section 2. Let me just specify here capital S. So we can call a component inside this JSX like this. When I save the changes, back to my website, when I scroll down here, I'm going to have the second section. Now let's make this second section. So instead of this div, we pass here section tag, and to this section we specify first class name. Specify here container mx auto md padding x 20. So I'm going to just add padding x 20 when the viewport is greater than 768 pixel, and then we pass padding y 10. Just so that inside this section we have a title. So I'm going to create h1 heading tag here. I'm going to pass latest post title. Save this, and here you can see I have this latest post title here. Let me specify some Tailwind classes to it. So I'm going to specify font bold, then I'm going to specify text for Excel. Save this. Here I'm going to have this title, then padding y is going to be 12 and text center. Save this. So here you can notice I'm going to have this latest post. Just out of that, after this latest post, right down here, I'm going to create a grid columns. So right down here, I'm going to create a div, and to this div, we specify class name. So we first specify grid. So this class is going to specify display grid to this division tag. It means inside this div, I'm going to have columns. Just out of that, I'm going to say here md grid calls 2. It means when the viewport is greater than medium size of devices, I want 2 columns. If the viewport is for large devices, I'm going to say grid calls 3. I want 3 columns. And if the viewport is for medium size of devices or less than that, I'm going to add only 1 column using this grid class. Just out of that, here we need gap as well. So gap is going to be 14. Right inside this div, I'm going to have my blocks. So instead of creating a new block here, let me create here a function. So we can iterate over this function and generate different blocks. I'm going to specify function name post return JSX. So we pass here return statement, and we need to call this right up here, something like this. In the return statement right here, I'm going to return a div with item class, and inside this I have my image, or you can say my images. Then I have the info division tag. To this info division tag, we have some Tailwind classes. So we first have flex justify center to center all the text, and flex column. Along with that, I'm going to add padding y 4. Let me just save this. You're not going to get anything. Now instead of creating image tag and this title information, I'm going to just back to the first section. You can notice here I have this code. Let me just copy this. I'm going to copy this link component and paste that in the second section right inside these images. And then I'm going to change few properties here. What I'm going to do is change this width, which is going to be 500, and this became 350. And then I'm going to specify class name to this image, which is rounded. Just out of that, inside this info, I'm going to copy my categories. So here I'm going to copy this div and specify that inside this info like this. Just out of that, I'm going to back to the section 1 again, copy this title section, paste that down here, copy this paragraph and this author and paste that just down here. When I save the changes, I'm going to get some errors. This is because I don't have this link component inside this project, as well as I don't have this image component as well. So at the top here, I'm going to first say import link from next link and import image from next image. Save this. Just out of that, I'm going to have an error in the author section because I don't have author imported in this file. I'm going to get this error. So let me just import this, import author from the child folder. So I'm going to call here an author. Save this, reload the browser. When I scroll down, here you can see I'm going to have my first block. Now I just wanted to change few CSS classes of this first block. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down, and to this title, instead of this text 3XL, I'm going to pass here only XL. And I'm going to get rid of this MD class as well. Save this. I'm going to have the result something like this. That's it. Let me save this. Here I'm going to have my first post. Let me just duplicate this. So here I'm going to duplicate this statement multiple times. And this is my result. You can see I'm going to have all my posts. So we have 6 posts. So I'm going to generate this 6 posts here. So they're super easy to generate multiple posts. Later, when we get the data from the external source, instead of duplicating this post, I'm going to iterate over this post using an array of object. When we have the backend data, instead of duplicating this post, I'm going to iterate over this post inside the map function. And using that post, we can specify different values to this image and to this text. Just for now, just leave everything as it is and move to the next section.